Ford going first for the men, or second for the team. River Adamus closing it out. So starting to be some...
Great start from Moltzen, but Grenier's right on the tails of the American. USA on blue, Canada on red.
Grenier's been just risking so much in these opening turns.
And on one of the gates gets a little twisted, but the blue course just with the advantage. Grenier finishes strong, but it's Moltzen. Solid all the way through her performance. Puts the first point on the board for the USA, getting the better of Val Grenier by 0.05 of a second. USA 1, Canada 0.
On this one, and too much for the Canadian, almost going down inside.
And the giant-killing nation of Canada at these World Championships, who've caused more surprises than any other federation, are into the small final. It's the USA 3-0 that qualify for the big final and a chance for gold. He's celebrating. He knows that they're guaranteed either a silver or a gold. From the get-go. Norway red, Austria on the blue. Great start from Stenesund.
No stress from Stenesund after the Austrians trying to play mind games.
Scheib draws level on the blue for Austria. That rut and bump is making life very difficult. Stenesund keeps her calm very powerfully on the closeout. First point on the board for the defending world champions, Norway. Stenesund really placing that ski into the rut. Their name. Dominik Raschner is possibly the parallel and head-to-head specialist of the Austrian squad. Timon Haugen really finding great form as his preparation for the big race at the end of these championships, the men's individual slalom. And Haugen is holding Raschner here. Raschner with this very calm, cool style. Haugen a little more aggressive on the blue for Norway. Haugen may have this, and it's 2-0 Norway. 400's the right side of the clock for Timon Haugen. And the world champions now have the pressure against the Olympic champions Austria.
Raschner's skis just bouncing away
on the red. Skiing from Gritsch. Very, very skillful, smart thinking. Within a split second from Gritsch, she put the brakes on to avoid skiing right into Tiviberg and almost hit her a second time around. Don't worry about the time there. Austria get up
down on the inside, on the darker side, or sorry, high siding, inside ski, loading up and throwing her out of the course. Gritsch having to make a move. She was a long way behind, saw it happening and backed right out of the turn. Completely stopping there
nearly
to avoid the Norwegian.
Yeah, almost 2-3 close contacts there.
That is the risk of parallel. That's why some choose not to do it.
Way up the world rankings with his first season on the World Cup. Tiviberg's been moved to the side of the field of play. Brennsteiner starts off with real aggression here.
Brennsteiner on blue has to win and has to have one of the fastest runs of the day.
Stine Olsen is going to take this for Norway. Brennsteiner does not have the answers here. And it is the defending champions, Norway, that go into the final, knocking out the Austrian big pre-race favourites. The Olympic champions will go into the small final. But the story that we're looking for, we break it down. 3-1 to Norway in their semi-final. But we're just trying adjustment that you need to make from shade to sunlight. First up, Grenier Scheib, Raschner Reed. Good start from the Canadian on the red course. Neck and neck in the opening turns.
Grenier really riding the tails of the ski at the end of the turn, able to generate some speed with that movement. One small error there.
Small error from Scheib gives Grenier a much cleaner and faster performance. Canada put the first point on the board. The time, 22.91 seconds. Over half a second. Dominik Raschner knows the importance of his team putting a point back on the board. But look at Jeff Reed here, courageous. A speed skier by trade, uses a much longer ski, and Dominic Rashner's making mistakes on the red course. Reed has called it. Rashner levels the scores. Austria 1, Canada 1, into the halfway point of this bronze medal matchup.
Rashner with some errors in that performance.
Such an important race for Britt Richardson.
Rich out to the early lead on red, but Richardson putting some nice turns in here right now, going level.
Oh, and Britt Richardson nowhere near the amount of top-level experience in comparison to Franziska Grich on the red. That experience now starts to show. Austria just hold on. 900ths of a second between Canada and Austria. The scoreline is now Austria 2, Canada 1. Just held it off. Win the race quicker than 23.06 seconds. Great start from the Canadian, who already takes the early lead.
Eric Reed quicker out of the gate, but Brennsteiner seems to have him at this moment on the blue.
First 4 turns in, and Brennsteiner has the faster tempo and rhythm. A little error from Eric Reed on red. Eric Reed now goes through the gears. Here comes Eric Reed. Could it be bronze for Canada? Yes, it is! Brilliant work from Eric Reed. Can you believe that? A huge scalp for Canada yet again. Let's move into the big final. Winner takes gold, the runner-up the silver. Nina O'Brien for the reserve of the Norwegian team. Fast start from the American. She's sharp, she's warmed up. Liesdahl gets into it.
Liesdahl just losing that right foot ski on the 4th turn. Manages to get it back together.
Oh, and the super sub for Norway is coming back at Nina O'Brien. Kristin Liesdahl draws level. Nina O'Brien just holds on. What a great ski from Kristin Liesdahl. Stepping in at the last moment. But it is USA. Powerful start from both races. Look at River Radamus still pushing at gate 2. But the youngster, Steen Olsen, not the strongest yet, but he's very skillful with his feet and the loading of the ski.
Steen Olsen, the quickness of the movement is lightning fast here.
River Radamus powers home. River Radamus beaten by Steen Olsen by 0.04. Needed another couple of gates, didn't he, the American? But it's Steen Olsen with that light and dynamic touch against the turning ski. Electrifying turns from this young man. Norway on red, USA on blue. It's 1-1. Paula Moltstrand settles down on the blue course very nicely, but the Norwegian, Thea-Louise Stenersen, turn for turn, gate for gate, has the American still within her sights.
Stenersen skiing on the higher line, but Paula Moltstrand risking everything into the finish.
They both dive for the line, and it is an absolute tie. Both skiers on 22.74. That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You just got to win.
Oh, nightmare!
He's gone on the skis, Timon Haugen. What went wrong there? Started too soon, the skis hit the board, and it flipped the Norwegian over almost.
Tommy Ford just has to get the win.
Timon Haugen's gone too early. He's paid the price. Tommy Ford now just needs to go through the last few turns, and it's gold for the USA. What a dramatic finish. Gold for America. Silver for the defending champions. Oh my God! Timon Haugen went way too soon, I should say. The tips of the skis hit the trap. And it went horribly wrong for Norway in the gate. All Tommy Ford needed to do was keep his calm and cool. And can you believe that?
When you ram the tips against the board early, it has a bit of a lock before it opens.
And there's the confirmation. It's a 3-2 victory for the United States of America, taking gold for the first time in their history. And what a ski it was from all. And it's in the book. Congratulations to the United States of America. Silver medal to